What's up, guys? It's Attack the Games here, and I'm going to be going over the top 5 reasons of why Call of Duty Ghost is the best game ever made since Mario Kart 64.
What?
No, nigga!
That funny business aside, if you didn't already read the title of this video, I am going to be talking about the top 4 reasons why I still believe Call of Duty Ghost 2 is still possibly in the development process right now. It can still be made. But, as always, before we start a video, if you're brand new to the channel, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. And starting with this video, I'm going to be doing a catchphrase towards the end of the video, like Big Mac or Big Cheese Stick. So it lets me know that you made it to the end of the video, and I'm gonna ask you guys to put it down in the comments, so it's like proof. And I do read comments, and thank you guys for supporting me. Now, starting off, the first reason why I still think Call of Duty Ghost 2 is possible is the campaign for Infinite Warfare. Now, there are some spoilers, so if you haven't beat it, I suggest you skip this to the second reason. But if you played as Reyes towards the end, you die. Pretty much your whole team dies, and surprisingly, you actually care about your teammates, your members. You actually consider them as a friend. And there's even one point where there's a robot that you actually would have a human connection with, and it just really made me sad that he died too. But what I'm saying is that the developers at Infinity Ward, they were working on character development. They were testing, the campaign to see whether or not they still had it in them to make the players care about the characters. Because in Call of Duty Ghosts, the characters were bland and generic, and the story was there. The underdogs fighting for their country, but it's just the characters. Like Riley, the dog. I was like, he could have been just one of those kill streaks he picked up in multiplayer. But seriously though, I think it's merely a test run, to see what Infinity Ward is capable of. Because, before the game was announced, they claimed that they wanted to make a statement that whether or not they're in Earth or out in outer space with lasers, that they can still make a quality World War II like story, straight out the trenches, I guess, their old roots. And I might add, they actually did do a good job with some flaws to the campaign. But yeah, like I said, character development is very important, and I think that this was just merely a test run to see if they still got it, and they do. The second reason why I still think Ghost 2 is possible is Battlefield 1. Now, if you didn't understand, Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, they had their annual big macho man fight to see who was better, and obviously, in a way, Battlefield 1 got the best of them this year. But back when Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was announced, it was the most disliked video on YouTube in the history, beating Friday by Rebecca Black, and that was awful. But seriously, that just meant that people weren't ready for another one of those boost movement space shooters, And imagine if Ghost 2 was pretty much the title of the game, and it's just pretty much a tarnished name. You associate anything with Call of Duty and Ghost, you're going to get a lot of backlash. So just imagine it just being like the most disliked video of all time. That number that Infinite Warfare had, it could have been doubled if it was Call of Duty Ghost 2. So, I'm thinking that they probably are just waiting a little bit longer, like when it's their turn around 2019, so that when people are okay to the idea that Ghost 2 can happen, that you just need to give them a little bit more time. Because even though 2013 was 3 years ago, it's still pretty recent in our memories. But anyways, the third reason why Call of Duty Ghost 2 is still possible is the development cycle. If you don't understand the development cycle of how Call of Duty games are made, there was a 2-year between Treyarch and Infinity Ward, but after Sledgehammer Games made Advanced Warfare, it's now a 3-year cycle. And, while they're making Advanced Warfare 2, and I don't know what Treyarch's gonna do, that gives Infinity Ward plenty of time to develop their next game. But what I'm thinking is that they were already developing Call Call of Duty Ghosts 2 with like a side team as like a side project, and now that Infinite Warfare is over, you know, it's just like, you know, now they're focusing on Ghosts 2, you know. But just keep in mind that this is all speculation. But seriously, just imagine that, you know, they're working on Infinite Warfare and Ghosts 2 at the same time. That's pretty much an extra 3 years that they could be working on Ghosts 2 to make sure it's perfect. Well, not, you know, perfect, but, you know, better than what Ghosts was. And I could see that as a possibility, you know, as a good thing. Because 6 years for game development, you know, the more years you take on a game development, the better, you know. So that's a good thing, but I really do hope that they're doing this, you know. Like I said, it's all speculation. And the fourth reason why I still believe that Ghosts 2 is a possibility is the fan base. That's right, I'm talking about the people who play the game. So what I'm talking about this is that, like I said, this goes in with what I was talking about with the Battlefield 1 reason. Whereas 2013 happened like 3 years ago, but it's still fresh in our mind, you know. And we find out there's a Ghost 2 because it's just Ghost. It's a tarnished name. Like I said, people will join the hate train for no reason. Just because somebody else is talking crap about it, somebody else would do it with no reason. And, you know, because we're the people that decide whether or not the game is worth the money. Because we have Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, so on and so forth. And, you know, we could trash the game completely, and it wouldn't be good. So I'm thinking, like, you know, just take the extra 3 years, and when Ghost 2 is ready, we're all ready for another Ghost. If probably, you know, years down, we're probably not ready for a Ghost, and oh well. But seriously, just think, they needed time. That's all I'm saying. We needed time, they needed time. Like a bad breakup, if you think about it. But anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of the video, and this video's catchphrase is Ghost 2. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. More videos to come, and of course, peace out.